We've just completed leg 3 of Division 1 of the Furusiyya FEI Nations Cup here in St Gallen, Switzerland. Well, there's been more talk about the weather than there has been about show jumping this afternoon. First of all, there was due to be 8 teams to compete, which is normal format. But Team Germany elected not to come forward for the first round because of the deteriorating conditions here, that it's been raining for over 12 hours. So we had 7 teams in the first round. At the end of that first round, 4 of those teams were equal first with 8 faults. And at the halfway stage, with a break in the middle going into the second round, there was a big meeting with Chef d'Equipe, the FEI, the course designer, and it was decided that there would not be a second round here in St Gallen. What they would do is they would take 1 rider from each of the 4 teams in equal first place to go straight into a sudden death jump off, which is exactly what they did. The 4 teams in that jump off: Switzerland, Great Britain, Belgium and Ireland. First to go was Olympic champion Steve Gerdat, and of course in front of his home crowd, and he went clear, and the few crowds that had remained to see it, certainly they did cheer. Second to go was Laura Rennick, and Laura Rennick went. There was a crash of a pole, disappointment on her face. She thought she'd had one down, but bizarrely she hadn't. The horse's shoe had flicked off, Osda Brave's shoe flicked off at the second part of the Longines double, knocked a pole off, but it wasn't the top pole. So, jubilant all of a sudden because Great Britain had gone into the lead. And they stayed there because Ireland and Belgium both had one down the jump off. Laura Rennick, second of those 4 riders to go. She's representing Great Britain. 1989 it was that Great Britain won the FEI Nations Cup here last in St Gallen. Okay, that's the first line out of the way. Now she kicks to the Longines double. Pole comes down, but it's a pole below the top pole, so she's still clear. Flies over the upright, new to the jump-off course. Over the first pass of what was the combination, now down to the last. And Laura Rennick's got it, she's clear.
I had a slight moment in that double, and actually, as I just said then, his shoe had actually come off, and I think his shoe hit the bottom pole, but I thought I'd had the fence down. So then I was a little bit, as I was coming to the last few, and even when I came out, I thought I'd had one down. So it was a bit of a shock to me, but no, as I said then, the horse jumped 2 great rounds, and I mean, in these conditions, I think he coped brilliantly, and I'm really, really happy with him, and really pleased for the team. It's great.
So here in St Gallen, Great Britain come out victorious. They're on the podium, and Switzerland second, and a very wet lot of team members going home tonight. So from me, at the end of the 3rd leg of Division 1 of the Furusiyya FEI Nations Cup, it's good night from me, Phil Gazala, from a very soggy St Gallen in Switzerland.